Hello. Well, it's officially Mercury retrograde in Libra, and I'm just saging a little bit. It's a Wednesday. I usually do my readings on Mondays, so that should let you know the Mercury retrograde energy and how it's affecting me. Okay? A little chaotic there. So I'm trying to get myself together. Anyway, one day at a time, right? So I'm doing a little sage here. I'm going to sage the deck. We're going to go ahead and get a reading for the rest of this week. So from today, the 29th of September, through to October, which is Sunday the 3rd, or Monday's the 3rd, October 3rd. So I'm going to do it for the 27th through October 3rd, not the 27th. See? September 29th, which is today, through October 3rd. So, Spirit, ancient ancestors, guides, Archangel Michael, please come in and protect our reading. I call forth divine guidance, Spirit, give us advice for the rest of this week through October 3rd. What do we need to know? What is advice for us through this period of time? Cleanse this space. Please open a portal above me. So I pulled the deck out, and before I even finished pulling the deck out, I left a card in before I even shuffled. This card was left in the box. The Page of Pentacles. Okay. It was sideways, so it was neither upright nor upside down. So we'll take it. The Page of Pentacles. We'll take it upright because we need Pentacles energy. I don't know anybody that nowadays who's not in need of Pentacles energy, because things are crazy in the whole world. These are the times that we're living in, folks. And Pentacles is, pretty much on everybody's mind. The Page of Pentacles is the beginning. It's not the king. It's not even the knight. It's really the beginning energy of Pentacles. So the beginning of monies, building monies, working towards monies, a work project, a career project. It's just the beginning. So if you're getting frustrated, it also refers to a young person that could be in your life up to 25 years. It could be anyone, from between 18 and 25. An earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn in your life. And, they could figure prominently in your life this week, or just the energy of a young earth sign. You know what I mean? Building up your coin, working on your career. It's the beginning stages. For me, I'm in the beginning stages of a career endeavor. And, the advice for me is to keep going, and, it's still early. So pace yourself. It's a journey, not a sprint. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So, all right, so let's do some more shuffle. Let's see what other cards. Tarot, what else do we need to know, Spirit, for this week, for the collective? What other advice do we need for the collective? Okay, so we have the Hierophant. It came out in reverse. So the Hierophant in reverse, the Hierophant upright has to do with institutions that are kind of solid. Things like marriage, church, things that are foundational, that are long lasting and kind of eternal in a sense. In reverse is the opposite of that, or flipped around. It's things that aren't long lasting, things that aren't kind of like long standing institutions. So startup type of situations. And, we're in a Mercury retrograde, which is kind of, this is really being in reverse is correct, because you really shouldn't start anything new during a Mercury retrograde. It's going to run into a lot of roadblocks, because the energy from Mercury is not supporting it. And we are supported on Earth by the planets that are in our solar system. They do affect our endeavors a lot. And so it's really not wise to start any new contracts or do anything new sign any new agreements during a Mercury retrograde. It's best to just kind of like, keep working on what you've already been working on. Do research, rest, get your ideas in order, get yourself together, things like that. So it's really not a good time for new projects anyway. And if you do start anything new, it's probably not going to be long lasting. It's not going to be something that's going to be firm or stable. It will probably be temporary, or at the very least, you're going to have to revise the contract and redo it anyway. That's just how it usually normally goes. I mean, of course, there's always exceptions, but majority of the times, that's what ends up happening. So, having said that, it makes sense that is the advice for the collective. So if you are building, a new career endeavor, a new job endeavor, it's best to keep working at it as much as you can during Mercury retrograde, dealing with any miscommunications, dealing with any, missed appointments or confusion, just kind of rolling with the tides and going with the flow, because we are in Mercury retrograde. If you do start anything new, you're probably going to have to revise the contract. It's probably not going to be long lasting. It's not going to be something stable right off the bat. You're going to have to probably revise things a little bit. So that's the advice. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Pentacles upright, which is good. Nine of Pentacles is about basically enjoying the things the fruits of your labor. It does represent independence. It represents enjoying the fruits of your labor, things that you've done, treating yourself, indulging yourself because you know that you're worth it. It is a card of self-worth and self-entitlement, because you've worked for it, you've earned it. So, this week, pat yourself on the back. There's always room for improvement, but there's also always accomplishments. There's always something that we can be proud of ourselves for. And if you're not proud of yourself, don't expect anybody else to be proud of you. So that is the advice from the tarot for this week. And I'm going to pull a Moonology card because I like these new cards and I want to kind of still connect with them. At the bottom of the deck already is saying be bold and make the first move, a cardinal moon. So that's a little bit contrary to the Mercury retrograde energy that we have now, because again, this is not really a good time for initiating things. I wouldn't recommend it. I don't believe Spirit will recommend it. You can, obviously we can't limit ourselves at the same time. At the same time, we can't limit ourselves, but we also need to follow divine timing. So if you do initiate something, you start something, keep working at it and maybe just plant seeds. But if you're in a situation where you're sitting back and waiting and you should probably make the first move, make the first move. Get the ball rolling with the knowledge that it's going to be something ongoing. You're going to keep pursuing it, but it's not going to be just an overnight thing, but at least you've planted a seed. At least you've got the ball rolling. So just wanted to sage the deck a little bit, knock the energy out. Okay. And let's do a shuffle here for the cards. Thank you, Spirit, for messages. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for watching over our reading. Thank you, Spirit, for all the blessings of today. This time period really helps us appreciate the blessing of just waking up every morning, the blessing of just getting home to your loved ones, the blessing of having a home to get to, no matter where your home is. A safe place to lay your head at night is a blessing. Food in your belly, people that care about you, those things are you can't buy, really. So that right there is wealth, right? And this deck is really closed. I'm not getting any cards popping out. Wait, now all of a sudden a bunch of them almost popped out. So let's see here. Let's see. Any advice, Moonology? for the collective for Mercury retrograde? Any advice? Yeah. Okay. Yep. Mercury retrograde. Bottom of the deck. Now, again, it says a time for healing after a shuffle. So we are in a time for healing in this Mercury period. A lot of healing, a lot of taking time to assess and dig deep. And the card that popped out is adjustments are required. So adjustments are required, and that's the advice for all of us. Keep making those adjustments. Keep reassessing what needs to be done, what needs to change. You know, take a time out. Take a time out, assess, heal, focus on what ways you can heal, what adjustments need to be made. Let's see what the book says about that. Oh, you know, I didn't get the number for the other one, for this one. Adjustments are required. Third quarter moon, right? The number 3. And a time for healing, balsamic moon. That's a really pretty card too. All right, let's look at the time for healing, adjustments. See what that says in the book. This is a new deck for me, so this is pretty cool. I like it. But adjustments are required. This is the third quarter moon. See page 36 in the book. So we have 2 3s, right? Attuned to the moon. It says, I am reevaluating the situation. Right, so you want to reevaluate whatever the situation is pertaining to money, career, pinnacles, you know, what changes need to be made as far as that's concerned. It says here, meanings for the card. Your life may be out of balance and this may be causing you issues. It may be time to hatch a whole new plan. Something new and exciting is around the corner, it could also mean. And trust may be required to move the situation forwards. So yeah, we have to trust in the magic of new beginnings, trust the process, trust that things are working out in your favor behind the scenes, trust that the seeds that you have planted will grow and take root the way that they're supposed to, okay? The third quarter moon, it also says, think of yourself as a vessel that has been filled more and more over the past few weeks. Some of what has come your way may have been wonderful, but there's also a lot of negativity, and you need to let go of this. Whatever situation you're asking about now, be honest about whether there are toxic emotions involved, which you need to release into the ethers. This card also comes with the promise that all is not lost. However, there are changes or adjustments required before you will get to where you want to be. A change of course is forecast now that recent events have been understood and acted upon. There may also be a crisis now which will remind you what you want and what it's time to let go of. So pay attention. Yeah. Okay. So that's what crisis does teach us. Crisis teaches us what's important. Like I said before, the value of our loved ones, the value of our true friends, the value of our homes, of our health, of our life. We can always rebuild. We can always rebuild. The wheel of fortune, the wheel of life always turns. You know, we have the good and the bad, and things may be struggling now, things may be tough, but it always turns and things will get better. You know, we ride the wave, right? So that is the advice for this week for the collective. So for everyone that tuned in or anyone that ran across this, that's the advice for all of us for the remainder of this week through to October 3rd. My daughter's celebrating her birthday on Friday, October 1st. She's a Libra. We are in Libra season, which is pretty cool because, oh wait, there's another card in here. The 9 of Wands. Yeah, the 9 of Wands, I always look at this card and it just reminds me of resentments. And all of us have resentments. You're human. You're going to have resentments about something. It's just part of being human. It's not possible to not have them. You know, it's like a daily thing. You have to like go through, what am I resentful of? Okay, I need to release that, forgive that. I have no control over that, so I'm going to release it. That kind of a thing. That's how I look at that particular card. So let go of any resentments this week. That's something that it's talking about letting go of and readjusting readjust the attitude towards what you're resentful of, and try to just forgive and let go. Everybody's doing the best they can, and times are really crazy right now. The whole world, the entire world, the whole globe is dealing with stress and craziness right now. So we're not alone, but we are all in this together, and we are all going to get through this together, no matter what, as a human race. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, and sending everyone love, light, and lots of healing, success, victory for the remainder of the week. I think I'm going to pull one more card. I have the Energy Oracle card just to see what else, if there's one more energetic piece of advice for us as far as the energies for this week goes. See what the energies are. Oops. Let's do a little shuffle to see what comes out for this one. We have, got two cards. Okay, so we have the Healer of Ages, which always reminds me, obviously, of Jesus Christ, and how important he is as a healer and what we can learn from him, from his healing. I love this card. Look how beautiful it is. Such a beautiful card. Call on Jesus this week. Work with him for healing. Ask him to come in and heal our hearts and help release some of those resentments that we all have, and help us make right decisions. Just kind of be with us to help us heal on our journey. And the fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. So Archangel Gabriel is also someone to call on. Thank you, Archangel Gabriel, for coming in. Thank you, Gabriel, for helping us express our truth. See, I have my labradorite here near my throat chakra. Fifth chakra, you see his throat chakra there? Learning to express yourself. Express your boundaries. Express your feelings. Express your frustration. Use your voice. Words have power. So remember, be careful the words that you are speaking over yourself, over others, over your life, over your circumstances. Yes, things will turn around. Yes, things are working in your favor all the time. Yes, everything works out for the best for you. Always speak the words of power over your life, of affirmations. Speak your affirmations. This is a good time maybe to write some new affirmations that you want to start speaking to yourself in the mirror and speaking to yourself out loud, so you can hear yourself speak powerful, positive things into your own life, because you are the creator and the master of your life. And it feels frustrating sometimes when we have so many challenges and we're living with so much darkness and sickness and worry and fear. But we do have the power of our word, the power of our throat, the power of our throat chakra is very, very powerful for us. We have dominion over that in the human realm. So use that power to express positivity, to express love, to express hope, or to set boundaries, to enforce your own power. Use your voice. It may not seem like it's doing anything, but believe me, it does do something when you verbally use your voice to empower yourself and your circumstances. So that is the weekly advice for this week. Wishing everyone lots of love, healing, success, and victory. Wishing everyone wealth and growth. Ashe.